Hey man, how you doing? Alright, I just wanted to make this short video for you to help with this social anxiety of yours, and I figured it was maybe much more easier for me to explain what I had in mind, in a way to help you, and then trash, some ideas on the notes and talk about it and make this video. I figured it was much easier for me to do that. So yeah, hopefully it's going to help you, and I know it will. Alright? Only if you apply them, obviously. First of all, how are you doing? I hope you're doing super great, that you have I know you're busy, I know you're doing a bunch of stuff and that you're socializing, and I think it's super great. So, that's why I want to help on this in a way to make sure that you socialize, but actually that you connect better with people, that you feel much more at ease and all in all. Alright? So the question is, how do you manage social anxiety so you truly connect with people? Alright, so that's the question. The first is you've got to shift your identity. If you try, to quit smoking, somebody, offers you a cigarette, for example, you just say, no, sorry, I'm not a smoker. Alright. It's not, no, sorry, I'm trying to quit. Because you're trying to quit. That means that you are in the process of doing it, but you're actually not doing it. You're actually not embodying this kind of persona. Alright? You are not this kind of person. And so the same thing applies for you. You try to shift this identity of, I'm socially anxious and I'm trying to get better at it, to, I am a socially confident person. I am a man which is thriving in social settings. So this is your new identity. You are not in the process of doing it. You are already doing it because this is who you are. You just need to tap into this personality of yours. You just need to become this person, right? Alright. And so you become this person progressively, but first it starts in the mind. If you were talking to others the same way you would talk to yourself, you would have no friends at all. Okay? Yeah, because maybe you are trash talking to you. Maybe you are saying, you're just a piece of trash, you're just not confident, you can't do this, you're just a failure and all along. Alright? If you say exactly the same thing to the people in front of you, I don't know, they would probably punch you in the face, right? So you would have no friends at all. So try first of all, yes, to shift this identity of yours, which is socially anxious, to actually socially confident and thriving. All right. And you do this by your internal language. You do this by what you say about yourself first. All right. By how you perceive yourself. You know you're a smart person. You know you can be confident. You know you can be actually a very pleasing person. Okay. You have this within you because you are, first of all, a child, all right? And a child, a human being, first of all, once he's born, he's not, conditioned with all this anger and madness and failure perceptions and all. He's just bursting with joy and love, right? So you are this kind of person. Inside of you, you are. So, you need to tap more into this kind of person, okay? Because this is your identity. This is what you are embodying right now. And it starts with your internal language. So stop trash talking with you. Okay? Every time you talk bad about yourself, just say, no. I am a winner. I am a confident man. I am this kind of person. Okay? It can sound like a little bit fuzzy, I don't know, but it really works. It starts with your internal communication, first of all. Then, and this is the most important part, in my opinion, of this call, it's where do you place your attention? Okay, and what is the desired end of your social settings, of you meeting somebody? Okay, so I want to introduce you the fact that this is not about you. This is not about how you feel. This is not about what you do. This is not about the technique. This is not about the tips. This is not about all that is regarding you and what you do. It is not about you. It's about them. Okay, so if you want to be more social confident, if you want to be less anxious, radically less, you need to place your attention on other people, okay? And you need to make sure that the question that you are actually asking yourself, or at least the intention that you are asking yourself is, I want to make sure that my attention is mostly invested on knowing more about them, okay? The thing is, the moment you start to shift your attention from you to them, from I want to have a genuine connection with you, I want to know you more, I want to know everything about you, I want to know exactly who I have in front of me, I want to connect with you, I am so excited and curious by knowing you, because you are a human being, and that means that I can grow with you, and I know I can bring something to the table to you, because maybe You haven't feel, somebody that is actually with an undivided attention to you. Maybe you haven't got this kind of attention to you before. And your goal, you, Andrew, your intention through every single interaction with people is not to talk better, is not to make sure that you're not socially anxious anymore. It's actually, to connect with people on a deeper level, to make sure that they feel seen, to make sure that you provide an undivided attention to them. All right? Undivided attention, not thinking about what they could think about you. This is not about you. This is about them. Simply. All right? The reason why you're anxious today is simply because you put too much freaking emphasis on what could potentially happen and on yourself. You are selfish in this way. You are not a selfish person. In these settings, you are acting like selfish. All right? You do. Because you pay too much attention to you that you do not pay any attention to other people, or at least even just maximum 20%. All right. You need to have 100% attention on other people. Okay. Because some people, sometimes all they need is somebody, to listen to what they have to say. All they need is somebody who is looking deeply into their eyes, paying attention, actively listening with your whole with their whole body language, with their whole mind, with their whole spirit. That is something somebody, someone maybe haven't feel for so long. And because you provide this energy, because you provide this attention to them, they're going to be your friends forever. All right? So, super, super massively important. All right? I really want to make sure that you do understand that. This radical shift will change very much your life. Okay? Because it will take off every pressure of performance. The reason why you do so is because you try to perform. It's because you try, to show your best self. No. Your best self is your authentic self. It's the one that you show with vulnerability. All right? You show vulnerability. You share your story. You answer their questions to the same degree that they have been doing with you. That way you connect and you synchronize with them. Okay? So that's what I want to say is, it's not just about asking them questions and then placing all attention on them so that if they ask you, a question about you, you do not answer, but you try, immediately to shift onto them. It's not that. You share to the same degree about you as well as you ask questions about them, okay? Because they will ask about you. If they are polite and interested, they will ask about you, okay? And have fun. Live a little, okay? So that's the thing. All right. It's because you put too much pressure on yourself, too much on your mind, too much on your shoulders, focusing on how you feel and what you can do or what you will, not be able to do, and how people are going to judge you that you are actually, anxious about it. Place your attention to other people and it's going to be much easier for you. Okay. So yeah. It's about first shifting your identity, shifting your internal language, shifting the attention and the desired end that you've got. Okay. Very, very, very important to focus on other people and to have only one goal in mind, one desired end in mind, which is to connect with them and to understand them better, to make sure that they feel seen, to make sure that, that they have a good time, not with you, but that they have a good time at all. Period. That's it. Okay. And with those already, it's going to change a lot of things. Then, in my opinion, you should have a set of questions. All right. You should have a set of questions which are unique in a way, to foster the connection with people, to make sure that, you break the ice a little bit. So it's going to be much easy and, relief. And also, when there is a blank, you don't know what to talk about, just, to redirect the attention to them, but with a unique and weird kind of special question. Just like, what's unique about your country that people doesn't know about? Usually, how would your best friend describe you if they were here with us? If you had to talk to somebody, for the next 30 minutes, dead or alive, whatever, who would it be? With whom would you like, to have conversations with? If you could eat only 3 meals for the rest of your life, what would it be? What's a secret you haven't told anybody yet? And all of these kinds of questions, okay? This is just tools, that you can memorize, questions that you can memorize actually to help you with, actually, just, go with the flow and make sure that the attention is really directed on them. All right. You can actually also check out this link, which is 36 questions that actually leads to love. All right. You can check over there. This is a study that people made, and I think it was very, very, very much interesting. Not to pick just from those, but actually this setup could be actually an interesting experiment to have with somebody if you have the chance one day. But it's just, a little bit worth mentioning, but not something to have on your daily life. Just because I found this very, very useful to have in mind, at least. All right. So yeah. Thing is, also, you've got to be physically set. And what I mean by that is, in a way to prevent you from thinking about you, but thinking about them most of the time, is you've got to make sure that you feel physically good about yourself. Meaning, do you put some perfume? Okay. Do you smell good? Yes or no? Do you have a perfume that you like, that feels a little bit classy, that elevates a little bit your mood? Important, very, very important. Do not neglect that. If you do not have a perfume, look for a perfume and go and make it every time, you go out, you put this perfume, and it's going to act like a trigger for you, because your brain is going to know this scent is associated, with confident social settings, with a good and thriving life, and with a better self. This is what you want, okay? You want your mind, to have some patterns and to be triggered by some stuff. So perfume is one thing. Getting a haircut is also one, or at least making sure, that your hair feels good to you. Very, very important. As well, the way you dress is super, super important. Do not feel the pressure, to put a suit or something. If you're not comfortable with that, fine. But then put something that feels a little bit more classy. Something a little bit elevating, your mood, setting yourself for success. It's the phrase. It's very important. Okay. Making sure that you are not looking average. If you want people, to look at you, to feel a little bit less invisible and feel a little bit less anxious, you've got to make sure that you feel good about yourself. The way you smell, the way you look good, how you feel inside of your clothes and all. It's got to make sure that you feel good, but elevates a little bit your mood and makes you a little bit more classy, Yeah. And that's important. Okay, so you've got to be physically set. Definitely. And with every interaction, you got to be always with a high level of energy. You've got to be intense. You've got to be deep, curious. You've got to care to people, be intentional and radically honest with them. Okay, show authenticity. Very, 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 very important, okay? If you shift your internal language, you shift your identity, you make sure that you are speaking good about yourself and not trash talking, you make sure that your internal language is actually on point. You shift the identity from somebody who is socially anxious to somebody who is socially confident. You make sure that the attention is way different, not on you anymore, no more, alright? You do not crave attention, you do not crave people, to ask you questions, but you crave to understand people more. You crave to make sure that people feel seen. You crave to make sure to have a connection with them. You crave to make sure that they feel so good about themselves, that they just enjoy so much this conversation or time with you. But it's not about you. It's not about what you're going to do. It's not about what you're going to say or think about. All right. And if you say the wrong words, if you say the wrong stuff, if you feel uncomfortable, fine. Who freaking cares? It's not about you. Okay. It's about how do you make other people feel. Period. Okay. So your singular purpose, your unique purpose must be on people. Okay. Fundamental important. Then you make sure for that you are physically set. Okay. The way you smell, the way you look, the way your hair are, everything about you. Okay. Of course, the way you look is massively important. So you must be above average. Okay. You must ask, deeper questions. You must make sure that you have at least some stuff in your toolkit, you know, some stuff that you can do if you feel uncomfortable or if you feel that there's a blank or anything. Prepare some questions, prepare some stuff. If you need, you know, to have an introduction prepared, like a hi, my name is Andrew, I'm doing this and this and that. Okay, to just introduce yourself in the most fanciest or best way, coherent way possible. Do that absolutely, you know, make sure that people actually do not feel that this is you know, practiced, but that this is just a continuation of you. And your attitude always with high energy, okay? Never with sloppy shoulders and I don't know, average kind of behaviors and then emotions and all. No, you're not average. You're special. You're unique. Otherwise, I would not make this freaking video for you, okay? If I did not see that in you. So I see that in you. You just need to make sure that this is more, you know, off the surface. And you do that by making sure that this is about people. And you will feel so good about yourself, surprisingly. You will have such a thrive in your conversations. You will be so happy about it. Because for once, it's not about you. For once, you care about someone else. Yeah. So attitude with the opposite of averageness. Okay? You smile better, you are feeling fresh, you have a high level of energy, you are intense. Intense doesn't mean that you are all over the place. You are calm. Okay, you are concentrated on this person. You are intense with what you do. You ask deep and thorough questions. Not because you think it's gonna look good, but because you really are curious to know about them. Really are curious to know. You are deep, you are curious, you are caring, you are intentional, you are radically honest and authentic. All right. I think this will have very, very much. Okay? You have practical tools, and then you have the attitude, the mindset, and then you have all the shifts, okay, that you need to do. And right now, I'm sure you're going to apply them. I'm sure it's going to be like phenomenally great. So please do apply them. Tell me how it went. And I would be super, super, super happy, you know, to know more about that. Okay. Ask me any questions. I'm there for you, my friend.